Hi, I'm Bethany Zolt, and we are here in Westwood, California for the Los Angeles premiere of Black, the web series. We are getting very excited. We've got lots of cast and crew here. We're going to be watching on the big screen. We've also got some fans, some of our Kickstarter backers who have little cameo parts in the show. So thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to a fantastic season premiere. I'm here with Mikhail Vega, who plays Carnahan, one of the main characters of the series. So tell us a little bit about how it was different working on the Series 2 versus the first series.
What was great about the second season was that we had a lot more Kickstarter support. So what that allowed us to do was make a much larger production value product at the end of the day. Frank, the director, is incredible at wringing every drop of finance out of every dollar. So what you got here is a production that cost us, I believe, $62,000 to make, but is easily a $500,000 production at the end of the day, because he has great people skills, he has incredible relationships, and people just want to work with him and do things and be a part of something that we're creating. So
thank you so much for that. So that was obviously one of your inspirations for working on this show?
One of many. Being on season 1 and having had the blessing to work with these people, it's in P3 Media Works. I learned how professional they are as they produce as they go through the production process. And what happened is we developed obviously very close relationships. So when we get the opportunity to be with close friends and create something that we love doing, that we dream of doing, that many people out there dream of doing,
it's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
Definitely a win-win. So you have a lot of military experience. So tell me about how that influenced your character, how you could really relate to that in your character.
Well, Carnahan is a CIA operative, and drawing from the military background, is a lot of things come easy and natural, second nature, like handling a weapon or looking good tactically when we're moving down hallways, terminology that you just call out when certain situations arise, how you handle certain situations. And we had a very heavy hand in advising how the script went and helping develop it with Frank and making sure that we got as tactically accurate as possible.
So tell me about one of your funniest moments that you had working on season 2.
Funniest moments, wow.
Yes, because it's a drama, so we like to hear about the fun.
Okay, let's check this out. So it wasn't really a funny moment. Okay. And I want to go to a more. Can I go to a more serious?
You can go. Sure, go for it.
Here's the thing. When season 2 finally got together, we were doing a table read and all this other stuff. My baby girl was being born, and I was literally studying the script in the hospital while my wife's giving birth. And we worked so diligently at it and everything like that. And then tragedy hit us when Pete Kelly he's a Chicago cop, and he got shot. So the whole script completely changed, and all that work went out the window. And I kind of, I struggled with that, and it was a challenge. But because of this great support team that we have, I mean, it almost became transparent, and like where Pete had fallen through, Frank was diligent in making sure he had a prominent role, which he brought a great presence to the film, and as well as facilitating the waves of chaos that those types of changes
They do bring chaos.
Incredible chaos.
Yes, they do bring incredible chaos. Well, are you looking forward to season 3? Spoiler alert.
I am thinking that we are shooting higher than season 3.
Oh, that is a fantastic answer. I think I'm going to end on that note, if you don't mind. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Mikhail. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you up on that big screen.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much to all of you fans out there that made this possible. You allow me to make believe for a living, and not just on this production, but all productions. And follow your dreams, because they absolutely, if you believe in them, they will find you and become real.
Wonderful last words. Thank you so much. I'm here with Frank T. Ziti, series creator, writer, and director. So Frank, what was your inspiration for season 2?
I've always been a big fan of action films, so I grew up watching Die Hard, Predator, over and over and over. I mean, I watched Die Hard probably 50, 60 times in a row. Loved action films, so I wanted to make a project that I felt would, let me play in that sandbox. So I also have several friends who are military veterans. My grandfather's a military veteran. He was a member of the Merrill's Marauders, which was the first sort of established group of Army Rangers and the foundation for Army Rangers. So I've never served in the military, just a big, huge fan of what they do. So we wanted the show to be realistic. So we combined sort of that fun action with as much military realism as we could.
You found a lot of great actors that do have some military background. How did you go about finding those people to be in the series?
We stalk them on Facebook. We literally track people down, or friends of friends. We've never done one official casting per se, and that might be taboo, but it's always been word of mouth. Somebody knows somebody else. We get and we have dinner. The dinner is usually how we cast. So we sit down and we eat food and we talk and see if it's possible that we can work together, and we do.
Great. So what were some of the funnest moments, or funniest moments, I should say, during shooting of season 2?
The funnest moments. So not funny, but the funnest.
Funnest. I like funnest.
We truly had just a great time between 1 and 2, and we really got people together who were independent filmmakers who knew that it was tough and knew that it would be a lot of work for next to no money, and they were okay with that. So fun particular moments. On one of our off days, because we were shooting at night, we actually had rented a house with a pool, and we all swam in a pool one day, and we have actual footage of that. Insert stock footage right here. That wouldn't be stock footage, but you get what I'm saying.
We do.
Yeah, cool. So, but we had a great time. We all banded together and made what we made.
So I know I'm jumping the gun here when I say this, but are you looking forward to season 3?
Look, I think people, once they see the jump from season 1 to season 2, and they see the capabilities of what 2 can be, a lot of people are going to say to you, okay, when can we see season 3? And if the audience wants to see it and they want to help us pay for it, we would more than likely do it. We already have a rough outline of what it is. I've got some scenes written. I think it would be a lot of fun. The question is the demand there? And if it is, of course we'd do it.
You seem to have a pretty big fan base, so you want to say something to all those fans out there?
I mean, whether it's Zert's fans, Pocket Docs fans, RA Factors fans, Mikhail's fans, Max Mullen's fans, XP001's fans,
wow.
Our Facebook fans, our YouTube fans, our Instagram fans, which I didn't know we had fans on Instagram, but I do now.
You do.
We couldn't literally do what we do without you. This show has been 100% crowdfunded from the beginning. We've had sponsors help us, but mostly with gear. So that is the reason why we are able to do the show, and it's because of everybody that's out there.
Thank you so much, Frank.
Thank you.
I'm here with Daniel Betances, who plays Mizra. So tell me a little bit about your character.
My character is, he comes with a little shroud of I don't know, how should I say, a mystery about him. He comes to the team very much as a newbie for Mikhail's character, and there's a lot of tension from the beginning, and that's what I like most about it. That's what attracted me to it, was that it was immediate conflict with Mikhail, and I felt like that was great to play off of.
Gotcha. So you like playing a little bit of the antagonist in your character, huh?
I think that's the best. I think when there's conflict, there's something interesting to watch, and I love playing off of these guys. It was great.
So what made you want to work on this series?
Well, I've known Frank Ziti for a long time, and he and I have grown close over the years. And when he brought this project to me, and the opportunity to work with military men and have the military fan base, the whole thing, I just loved the whole concept, and I was on board from the beginning. Anything Frank does is a lot of quality, and the producers, Cory, he was amazing. So yeah, it just has been a thrill. It's been a thrill.
So you like getting shot at, apparently.
I like running. I like getting shot at. I like shooting. I think it's amazing. So I was never in the military myself, but I appreciate everything they've done, and to bring characters to life that have this quality to it is just fabulous.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm here with Max Mullen, who plays Agent Duncan here for season 2 for Black the Web series. Tell us a little bit about your character so that the fans can get reacquainted with you.
Well, I play Agent Duncan in season 2 also, and I'm like the overseer of this special operations team, and so I kind of keep these guys, in order, and give them these orders and stuff like that, and give them a mission and try and keep them on point.
Must feel good to be giving orders to people, huh?
Absolutely. I love giving orders to them. It's exciting cast, and there's a lot of good dynamics between my character, and Mikhail's Agent Carnahan. So, a lot of fun.
So you do have quite a bit of military experience. Will you tell us a little bit about how that plays in your character?
Well, I served 26 years in the Army, and especially around 14 years as an Army Ranger, and also in the Ranger Hall of Fame. And so what I did, I used my experience from being in the Rangers to play my character because he's an ex-Ranger. So that helped out a lot in developing my character for Agent Duncan.
So what happened to the beard?
I had to get rid of the beard, but it's coming back. Because everybody said, we love the beard, we love the beard. So it's going to come back.
What was one of your favorite moments about season 2?
My favorite moment is about season 2 is when I confront Agent Carnahan, and things started going a little south when he found out that something didn't jive with us. And I can't give no spoiler alerts, but you got to watch it.
No spoiler alerts.
But you will see the turning point between Agent Carnahan and Agent Duncan.
You have such a cool and calm demeanor in the series, and it's a nice contradiction, I guess, to what's really going on, right?
Oh yeah, you got to keep it calm. You got to be cool, collective. So I try and portray that to my character also.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Max, for joining us, and thank you also for all of your years of service. We do really appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Juma Goto, who plays Overholt. So tell me a little bit about your character and what was the draw to playing this character?
Oh, what was the draw? The draw, first of all, was Frank Ziti. So he's an incredible writer and filmmaker. So anytime he calls, I answer the bell.
Everyone loves Frank.
Everybody loves Frank. Other than that, it's a character that's Overholt is a smart ass, also really smart. So you don't get a chance, anybody really, to get to play a lot of characters with that kind of depth where they've got something behind them that is driving them that's other than just what you see on the surface. So I think it's a fully fledged character. That's why I came to it.
So what was one of the most fun moments that you had being this character?
Definitely it with Cary Tagawa when we were in the opening scene when there's the reveal that I'm there, and they let me skate around on this skateboard and then do a little improv with Cary, and he's such a professional that every line I threw him that was not scripted, he just smirked and threw it right back at me. So I call him Wu-Tang at one point in this scene, and he just smirked and threw it right back at me. So that was probably a high point.
As you were skateboarding?
As I was skateboarding around in the scene, yeah.
Is that a hobby of yours as well?
Actually, it is. It's more than a hobby. It's kind of one of my main sources of transportation in Los Angeles.
Well, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we all need other sources when it comes to traffic. So you're obviously here in Los Angeles?
Yeah, I'm based here in Los Angeles. Just got back from Atlanta. I'm doing a series for NBC that I can't tell you what it is.
Ooh, more secrets.
But if you look on my IMDb page in a couple of weeks, it'll be up there. And yeah, so LA is my base and my home right now.
Looking forward to season 3?
I am looking forward to season 3.
No spoilers.
It would be something really, really different than the first 2 seasons, I think, because of the way he's taking it. And I think actually Frank's probably up to the challenge. So
Frank's always up to the challenge.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Juma.
Thank you.
I'm here with Pete Kelly, who plays Ronan, one of the bad guys for season 2. So tell me a little bit about what drew you to play this character.
What happened was I was working on the Transformers 4 movie with Mikhail. We had a scene together where we got beat up by an Asian female karate artist.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
So Mikhail was telling me about his Project Black. I looked it up online. I saw Frank Ziti's work. Was really impressed. Found out he's from Chicago. Got in touch and got involved.
So you do have some police force training, correct?
I have 21 years on the Chicago Police Department.
So how do you feel that lends itself to your character?
It helps, with the weapons. There's a lot of guns, guys with guns. That's what this movie is, and our show is, and it helps.
So what happened to your hand or arm there?
So the day before we were supposed to fly to Arizona to do the shoot, came home from work at 3 a.m. Chicago police. Somebody was breaking into my neighbor's house. I confronted him. He got me once. I got him 4 times, and so I got shot. So I had to miss the shoot. I had to miss the shoot.
So your hand you got shot?
I got shot in the arm. It went in the bicep and came out the tricep, so I have nerve damage. But, yeah. if you're going to be part of this crew, you got to be used to like getting shot and stuff like that. A lot of tough guys on this show. Yeah.
Definitely guys with guns. Yeah, how does it feel to be one of the bad guys on the show?
Well, playing the bad guy is always fun, right?
It's always fun because you're normally playing a good guy. You're helping people out. Now this time you get to be on the other side, right?
You get to be some of the crazy psychos that we run into at work. I get to act like one.
There we go. So we'll end with that. Well, we're looking really forward to seeing you on the big screen. If you want to shout out to some of the fans, what would you like to say?
Thanks for everything. Thanks for the support. So happy so many people are here, and I just feel lucky to work with Mikhail and Frank and everybody on the cast. You'll see what a good job they did. It was really good.
We're excited about seeing it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us here at the Crest Theater in Westwood, California for the Los Angeles premiere of Black, the web series. We just wanted to give a quick shout out to all of our Kickstarter backers out there. Thank you so much for all of your contributions and really sticking with us as we made it through season 2. And we really look forward to all of your contributions and your support for season 3. So stay tuned.
I'm so used to being a producer. Go ahead.
I'm here with Cory Gilbert, one of the executive producers on Black, the web series. So I heard you have a cameo in season 2. You want to, without a spoiler alert, tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, absolutely. So really it was about myself and the director of photography were going to China, to Hong Kong, to do some corporate stuff. And just by chance, it was a couple weeks before principal photography for this show. And so Frank came to me and said, hey, we need to write a scene to up the production value. Like, let's do something, even if it's something small, in Hong Kong. So he wrote a quick scene, and I cameoed in it, and then Max, our director of photography, shot it, and we did it all in our hotel room, and it's a quick, short scene, and it's in episode 2, I believe. So
spoiler alert right then and there. So is this a typical thing for you? You normally sneak yourself somewhere in some of these projects you work on?
I do, actually, and it's only because I want to always be interviewed like this in front of the step and repeat.
Oh, got it. He likes step and repeats and being interviewed. So before I let you go, just tell me a little bit about how you got involved in working on this web series.
Sure. Yeah, so I met Frank through his wife several years ago. I was designing her website, and he came over one day with her, and we got to talking. He said, hey, I make movies. And I said, oh, hey, so do I, and so does my brother and I. And he said, well, let's do something together. And I said, sure. And so within about a year, we were doing a project together, and over the last 7 or 8 years, we've done about 6 or 7 projects.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that's it.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here, and we look really forward to seeing the season premiere of season 2.
Thank you.
I'm here with Keith Andreen, who plays Widmore Asher. So tell us a little bit about what inspired you to work on a project like this.
Well, I saw the first season, and what Frank was able to put together on the first season was really impressive, and immediately I wanted to get involved with it. I mean, anybody who was able to do so much by crowdfunding and putting it all together the way he did, it was just really impressive. So I knew they had a really strong creative team put together, and that made me want to get involved.
So tell us a little bit about your character without spoiling too much for season 2.
Well, okay, so I'm not going to spoil anything. Originally, Widmore Asher was supposed to be in his 50s, almost 60s. He's the director of the Defense Intelligence Agency, and so they wanted a guy who's older and kind of had the salt and pepper hair, looked respectable. And I was going to be one of the soldiers running around shooting people because I do that usually. And I kind of thought, I want to be more like a Marco Rubio type, a young gun who really is abrasive to all of these veterans who've been fighting for a long time and earning their stripes. And I thought that'd be a good conflict. So I talked to Frank, and we powwowed about it, and I basically begged and cajoled him.
Begged, I like that.
Into making me into the suit instead.
Gotcha. So you liked playing a suit versus the bad guy shooting up everybody kind of a thing?
Well, I wanted to on this one. He's got a lot of really intensive dialogue and a lot of stuff that he had to get across, and I thought that would be a good challenge. And it would also be different from what I usually do, which I thought would also be a fun challenge.
So tell us about, this is a drama, obviously. There's a lot of action going on here. Tell us about one of your most fun moments that you had working on season 2.
Well, the most fun moments wouldn't have been on camera, actually. It would have been, goofing around with the fellas and having fun on set and behind the scenes working. We did an early powwow meeting where we did gun training and field training, and most of us have all fired firearms before, so it was just a lot of fun and everyone trying to one-up each other. That was probably the most fun.
All right, well, I want to go to that gun training. That sounds like a lot of fun messing around with the guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you on the big screen.
Thank you very much.
I'm here with Marcus Natividad, who plays Kenzo. So, Marcus, what was the main draw to the show? What was your main attraction for working on a show like this?
There's a lot of reasons why. Really caught my attention big time. First is Frank TCD. I've been actually stalking Frank TCD for a long time. I mean, like, he's an awesome director. I actually reached out to him years ago. And I personally reached out to him and said, if you need some villain like me, give me a holla, because it's like he has done a lot of great projects. He's an awesome director, super cool, super awesome, and just hearing about his story, knowing the fact I'll be working with the real deal guys. We're talking about the ex-retired Navy SEALs, where these are not the wannabes.
Absolutely.
And that really brought me in. That really really attracted me. That hey, I'll be working with the real deal guys, and I have so much respect, so much great respect with all the military veterans. That's the reason why, one of the biggest reasons why, when I found out that Frank City is creating this awesome black web series, I'm just super excited, so stoked. I'm really super, super thankful and so glad to be a part of this.
Wonderful. So, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Villains. Your character actually plays a villain. Would you like to explain a little bit about that?
Sure. We have a couple of main villains here. One is Block, which is John T. Woods, and the other guy, super awesome, Pete Kelly, which plays Ronin. Just love the role so much just because of the fact that I'm basically in between of those two big bad guys. There is a moment in this web series in one of the episodes where Block, my boss, John T. Woods, that he plays in, that he doesn't really agree with the other villain, which is Pete Kelly. He is the crazy bad guy, really, the ultimate real genuine bad guy. And of course my boss, John T. Woods, who plays Block, is the good bad guy. So I'm pretty much in the between of those two, but pretty much in the end I ended up going with my good friend John T. Woods, which is Black. So I'm pretty much just his right-hand guy in this web series.
So what is one of your favorite things about your character?
Pretty much basically all of the scenes were all my favorites, but maybe the top-notch one will be the firing fight scenes, which is
the fight scenes,
the gunfight scenes. Just kind of intense, but I don't want to spoil it. But you know what? It's just so badass. It's to work with this real military veterans that I've been dying to work for a long time. It's just like so amazing for me. As you know, I am the only one, most likely, is not a military veteran in this film.
So then, what does it feel like to hold one of those big guns?
Man, look at my face. I just feel like
I see excitement.
Oh yeah. It just like can't wait to watch this again. It's just like it's amazing. Just like as you can see from my outlook, I'm just like this villain, right? But to be honest, I never shot any assault rifles before in the past. Never held one. And what's so amazing about this program is that they put us on training. So we had all this Staff Sergeant, retired U.S. Marines, U.S. Army Marshals, and all the law enforcement guys who actually trained all of us. So before we got into the real filming, we had a chance to learn how to shoot, how to hold proper stands and everything. So
you had real training.
Oh, yes. And thanks to Frank TCD and for bringing me aboard.
Fantastic. And one more question. Are you looking forward to season 3?
Absolutely, but I can't wait, and I hope that happens. Hopefully Frank TC brings me over again, and we have some great cast as far as I'm not sure if you guys know, of course, Cary Tagawa is in this film as well too. So that's what I'm really looking forward to for the season 3.
Well, thank you so much, Marcus. Thanks for joining us here, and we look forward to seeing you as well.
Thank you so much.
I'm here with Wesley John, who plays the unsub. Tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, the unsub stands for unidentified subject, and I play the main bad guy from season 1. I planted a bomb, here in the U.S., and I play actually twin brothers.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and for season 2, I managed to make a cameo at the very last episode towards the tail end.
Spoiler alert!
Well, that's as much as I will say. There is some revelations during that scene.
Thank you so much. So what was your main reason for getting involved with this series?
Well, really one name, Frank T. Ziti. You know, he is a man who brings people together to make, you know, dreams come true and stories, you know, on their feet. And I've worked with Frank before, and when I saw the lineup of people that were involved in this project, it was a no-brainer. You know, you can't say no to that. You know.
So what was one of your favorite moments working on season 2?
Season 2. Well,
or season 1. You can do season 1.
Actually, no, season 2. No, this is great because I don't want to say because it'll give away.
Are you spoiler alerting again?
Let's just say. Actually, no. Okay. Without spoiling without spoiling anything, the best part was working with Cary Tagawa.
Okay, we will not say anything else, but thank you so much.
Well, Cary Tagawa was one of my childhood idols as an actor. You know, he's a mainstream Asian, you know, actor that's, you know, made it big in Hollywood. So it was my idol growing up, and to be in a scene with him going toe to toe, it was a dream come true.
Always wonderful to work with some of your inspirations.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Wesley John, for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in the season premiere.
Yes, you will.
Hi, I'm here with Kimberly Fox, who plays Alexa Sharon in season 2. You were not actually a member of the cast for season 1, so what was your main draw to be this character for season 2?
Well, Black team is assembled, and there's a couple new members. We don't know too much about them, and I am one of them. Alexa Sharon is a member of the DIA, you'll learn about, and I'm coming in, and I'm young and eager to prove myself in this character.
Fantastic. We like young and eager to prove. As one of the only women on the cast, how does that feel?
As an actor, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was so fun to just come in and work with these amazing men, just amazing creative people, unique individuals, and just like show that girl power. I mean, who doesn't love that?
Oh, girl power is amazing, especially when dealing with a military show like this. So how does it feel to work with military, so to speak?
That was another challenge. I'm completely humbled by, you know, the multiple years of service that these men have accomplished, and I just threw myself into them and just said, teach me everything that you know. I want to learn, and, you know, throwing the ego aside was really, I think, the key to jumping into it.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Kimberly, and we look forward to seeing you in the season 2 premiere. I'm here with Aaron Malden, who plays Salinas in season 2. So, Aaron, tell me a little bit about your involvement or how you got involved in working with Black the Web series.
Well, I actually met Frank at SHOT Show 2 years ago, and we kind of hit it off. It was on regarding a side project, but he found a good spot for me in the series, which was Arturo Salinas. It was the character was a little bit different, but after I met Frank, we were able to change the character a little bit. I have an organization called ZERG, Zombie Eradication Response Team. We have a huge membership base that contribute to a lot of support to the Black series.
Fantastic. Wow. So you were part of the funding campaign, or you were saying?
Yes, our organization are big supporters of Black, always have been, and you know, they did their part to try to make season 2 happen, which they did. So
great. And do you have some military experience?
Yes, I'm a former jarhead, and that's pretty much.
We like jarheads, so he's a natural over here. Is this the first series that you've ever acted in?
No, actually, I had a TV show called Surviving the Apocalypse on National Geographic, but it was a reality series, so this was my first time acting, and I'm still sweating right now trying to get through.
Oh, it's hot. Yeah, he's working it. So
make me nervous.
We don't want to make you too nervous. Well, thank you so much, Aaron, for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you on the big screen.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
I'm here with Fez Briony, who plays Lucroix. So tell us a little bit about your character on the second season.
In the bad guys team, actually, they have two main mercenaries. One who's Filipino, and the other one is French. I'm playing Lucroix, who sounds like je ne sais quoi, who's the French mercenary, yes.
So do you speak French?
I'm actually born and raised, I'm French. Je suis français.
Wow, okay, something I don't know how to speak. Fantastic. So what was your main attraction to working on this series?
My first attraction, it was actually when I met Frank and Mikhail in Vegas.
Oh, Vegas. We always know Vegas is a good place to meet.
Yes, and we don't tell any details about what happened in Vegas anyway.
No, because whatever happens in Vegas
stays in Vegas. So, former French military, and I was in the business for over 20 years, and I told to Frank, I said, Frank, you're going to have to find a way to put a French character into your season 2.
Oh, so you enticed him to do this?
I paid.
Always like to pay for roles, right? So you were in the French military. So how do you feel that your military background really helps you with your character?
It did, because actually the mercenaries are former military, so they have a military training. So at the end of the day, is tactically, it's still the same process. Is on which side of the line of the law you are. Yeah, that's what makes a bad guy versus a good guy.
We don't want to give too many spoiler alerts away. Yes. Well, thank you so much for being a part of this, and we really look forward to seeing you here for season 2. What about season 3?
We don't know. There may be some flashback.
Oh, okay, fantastic. Another little spoiler alert. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm here with Polymer L, the lovely Polymer L, who's one of the Kickstarter backers and who also had a small part in the first episode, correct, of season 2?
Yes, you won't have to wait long to see me.
Oh, okay. So there's a little teaser for you. How did you enjoy working on the show?
It was very exciting. This is like the second show I've worked on, and it was a very different setup from the first one. We filmed it all on an airplane in the sweltering heat of Arizona.
Oh, yeah, that is definitely sweltering heat.
Yeah, it was the summer, like July, August time frame, so it was really hot. But we had a great time. Frank's great. Mikhail's great. The whole crew from P3 Media Works, they're fabulous. They're, real easy to work with. We had a fabulous time filming.
So are you looking forward to watching the premiere here?
I am. I haven't seen any of it, so it's going to be a big surprise to me as everybody else.
Oh, so you get to first see yourself on the big screen.
Yes, exactly.
First time on the big screen?
First time on the big screen, yes.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you.
This was such a fantastic night here at the Crest Theater in Los Angeles, California for the season 2 premiere of Black, the web series. People loved it. They were just absolutely blown out of the water, no pun intended. But yes, we just wanted to say thank you so much to the Crest Theater for having us here and hosting us here, and we really hope to see you again soon.